It's the Opie and Anthony program. Hi. How are you? Being joined right now,
Hi.
of course, Jimmy Norton.
Hi.
Per usual. I think Opie's in the can.
He's dropping a nagel.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh boy, does he not like that. Not even a hint of a smile when you refer to feces as a nagel. He does not like it.
Sorry, I didn't mean it.
Who thought that up, guys? Was that Sam? It was. I knew it was Sam. Sam is very cherubish, very adorable.
Yeah.
But he is one of the biggest a-holes on the entire program. He's just a nasty. You're a nasty kid.
He was a nice kid. You guys made him go intern with Scorch. What do you expect?
Yeah, that might have done it. Colin Quinn joining us here also. Welcome, Colin.
Hi, guys.
Always good to have you on board.
Colin!
Like it's a ship.
I've been listening
on board.
I've been listening to the show. It's great to be here on Aces Up with Lefty Rosenthal. You know, it's a shame if the county commissioner wants to come on and debate me. That's better drop it now. Hold on.
I just dropped an ex-employee.
Some people can do something
into the, you
and
know
get away
what.
with it, and others can't. It's hypocrisy. Such is life.
Right.
My first guest is Frankie Avalon.
Colin, you're going to be at what? Caroline's?
I'm going to be at Caroline's Comedy Hour on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Ooh! No Thursday show.
No, why, you had a Thursday show?
No, I wanted to know why you did. I'm sure people.
Did you have one?
Come on.
Yes, Jimmy did.
That's
I
what he
didn't
was,
have one.
That's what he was getting at.
Of course.
This is.
Oh, is that what he's doing even to me?
No,
Yes.
I was actually probably implying that when you only do the weekend, that's more a sign of being famous than when you do the full week. The celebrities come in and just do Friday, Saturday. They don't do Thursday through Sunday like
Oh,
I
is that how it works?
I like how you just spoke.
No,
Instead-
I like that he said that, but the
it's
truth of the
true.
matter is, in some clubs that's true on the road, but in Caroline's, I think it's a sign of a decline and fall of a great man. You know,
They don't want their
commissioners
seats
come on
full.
and debate anytime. I'm here.
The county commissioner.
And just now, I was waiting for you guys. For some reason, out of nowhere, there was a commercial for the movie of A Bronx Tale. And all I could think of was beans.
Beans?
Hey, wait, you know what we ought to do? We ought to get the real audio from the movie of Beans.
Oh, God, and compare it.
Oh, we haven't. Why
No,
haven't
you
we
should
done that yet?
Definitely.
And then have Chaz come in and go, and is he dodging you?
He's dodging me.
He's
Louis Beans.
and he's dodging me.
You know Louis Beans.
You're right. You're always right. He could be reading off a menu.
Oh,
Yeah, I
he's
watched it on
horrible.
YouTube, and it was really great. Yeah.
It's so bad.
Oh, that's right. There's a video of that, right?
Yeah.
We videotaped that. Is it on
Videotape
YouTube?
everything. I was on YouTube.
All right, we'll have to check that out.
And I saw this guy,
gotta hear
this
that part.
up-and-comer named Big A.
You want to hear it again?
This up-and-comer, a young up-and-comer.
Well, do the big setup there, Anthony, for this. We'll play it again. It's called The Bronkish Tale.
A bronkish tale. Well, for a couple, look at that. What a coincidence on CW11, Chaz Palminteri walking on.
Hey.
Hey, Chaz. Well, we had Chaz Palminteri coming in. So we wanted to do something a little different with him from the first time. So we figured we would set Rich Voss up. We told him we had a script because he's always talking about his acting, Rich Voss. We had a script that we wanted him to read with Jim Norton from A Bronx Tale. And just show off his acting prowess. At the last minute, we informed him, no, it's not going to be with Jim Norton. It's going to be with Chaz Palminteri, the guy that wrote the movie, wrote the story, acted in the movie, and he was so flustered.
Well, he was nervous.
Let me explain one thing, though, Anthony.
Yes.
That was the exact opposite of the way the story went down. You're on the show. I watch it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't inform him. He stood there, and Chaz came out next to him.
Yeah.
That was how he was.
Well, that's how he was informed.
Yeah.
Chaz walked out.
And he was so
Sorry,
nervous.
Informed by his actions.
Well, I forgot. Yes. Who? It's the
How about last time I was on and he was doing Bobby Dice as Bobby Kelly? It's one of the funniest things in the history of the world. Dude.
I broke my knee, dude. Ouch. So I'm playing Call of Duty 4 with Dane. Me and Dane. Dude. Oh. Hey, Jimmy feeds snot to my dogs. Andrew Dice Kelly.
So let's play this a bronchish tale.
Yeah, so we acted with him, and
this is what we got.
here's what we got.
Why haven't we gotten the original scene yet?
We should get the scene.
Get that for tomorrow, Steve.
Oh.
You can't get the property rights.
Right. The original scene so we could compare.
Oh, God, that'd be a great comparison.
Absolutely. Here we go. A bronchish tale.
Robert De Niro.
It's not what you say, it's what he sees.
In his directorial debut.
We can't accept that.
Starring Chaz Palminteri.
I didn't give it to you, I gave it to your son.
And Rich Voss.
Louie, Beans, I want my money.
A bronch.
Beans, you can't dodge me forever.
Come on, what are you doing about? What are you yelling about, huh?
John, I got a problem with this guy over here. Louie Beans, this guy owes me 20, and it's been 2 weeks now, and every time he sees me, he keeps dodging me, John. Should I crack him one or what?
The struggle of an idiotic Jewish comedian stammering his way through a few lines of film
Why do you call
dialogue
him John
with
instead
a
of son?
genuine Hollywood actor.
Listen, see, sometimes violence is not the answer. Is he a good friend of yours or not?
Nah, John, I don't even like him.
Well, there's your answer right there. Look at it this way. It costs you $20 to get rid of him. He's never going to ask you for money again. He's never going to bother you again. He's out of your life for $20. Come on, you got him cheap.
You're right, John. You're always right.
A Bronx tale.
How do you know the right answer all the time, Johnny?
Well, I try to keep my eyes and ears open all the time. And I read.
You read?
Yeah, I read. Come on. Come on, let's go to Mario's next door and get something to eat.
The only the only line that sounded real is when Voss shockingly goes, "You read."
What's that?
And if it was real life, he would have said, "How do you do that?"
Louie Beans.
And
It reminds me of his
that was
act with
the
the
script.
daughters.
The original script was Johnny, and I guess they changed it to Sonny.
Yeah.
His first line in that bit there is classic.
Can't you guys bring him in for a lot of actors for movies?
I believe it.
Well, now it's got to be the new bit. We got to set up the sequel.
The sequel.
Yeah, the sequel.
Yeah.
Because he was nervous when he thought it was me and him doing the scene. He was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
He really wanted to show his chops.
He really is. He's horrible.
We had a lot of the boys in that day. He was going to show off for all of us.
Yeah.
And then Chaz walks in.
Because
Bobby
anytime
Patrice.
we notice when we're doing a show on Tough Crowd, anytime we do a little scene, even his daughters and him did the scene once, he goes into a shame spiral and just starts like his face turns red and he just starts going and starts,
No confidence.
None.
And he shouldn't have any.
all his self-esteem just comes out.
I have a movie I did with him. It was a bad film, and we had footage of Voss doing like cutaways, like when he was looking shocked to the camera. I've never seen like worse acting even in real life, in a movie, in a play.
Just anyone acting out anything.
I'll tell you, he's still
Can't be as
gunning.
bad
He's
as
still
him.
gunning for Keith over that incident at you guys' pilot.
Oh, really? The
with the
pilot we
kick.
haven't heard about since we did it?
Oh, Jesus.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
What does that mean, guys?
I think from what I heard from that scene in particular, was the only part of the pilot I heard where you blindfolded two 90-year-old men and made them kick each other.
Yeah.
I think they're sending it over to A&E.
Yeah, I know. That pilot,
Hey,
as soon as see Amelia Earhart.
we teased the...
pilot joke, nothing?
I like it. We teased a home invasion story, Anthony.
Yes.
And I'm glad Colin's into it.
You know how
'Cause maybe,
petrified I am of the home invasion.
but maybe he could talk some sense into you.
I don't need
I
sense
know.
talk
Last
to
time
me.
I was in, I remember he was saying he walks around with a gun on his waist.
He's bought 2 more guns since then. He's got 4 handguns.
I like guns.
4 handguns now.
I like guns.
And he already
too.
has his eye on a 5th, I hear.
I
like
might
guns
pick
too.
up a
You just
Desert
don't
Eagle
get to
just
that,
for fun.
yeah.
Huh?
Just for
Desert
fun.
Eagle's a nice
Just for
gun, but
fun.
yeah. Well, if you have, go ahead. So what happened?
Well, that's what happened with him. I mean,
I walk around, and people laugh at me. They go, "Well, what do you need to walk around?"
Well,
It's
the
very
problem
comfortable.
is, I know, but the problem is you're like falling into that category of any guy from your neck of the woods, as we know my cousins are from out there, that gets a few dollars, immediately they go into, that crisis, instead of having like an existential crisis where they like try to go to you just buy more guns and somehow project outward the inner pain. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Dr. Phil.
It can't just be that I enjoy shooting different types of guns. I go to the range.
I love guns. I'm talking about walking around fully strapped in your house.
It's not fully strapped. I'm not wearing a bandolier full of like a bandito.
But you told me you never walk around even in your underwear. You said you wear BVDs with a full.
Well, I don't think I've ever talked about walking around in underwear.
but
I like it's comfortable. It almost you have your wallet in your back pocket, right?
Right.
Well, this feels like another just accessory that you have that you carry with you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, even in your house, like, you can probably get a lot of alarms and stuff, right?
But your house that's where the home invasions happen.
I understand,
and
but
yes,
you have a little pre-alarm system. So
I have an alarm system, but let's be honest.
I agree with carrying the gun, having the gun handy.
The gun being around, I've read stories of home invasions where then the guy couldn't get to his gun.
Well, even the BTK killer. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, the woman cocked the gun
killer?
and...
No, that was the rich.
Oh, that was, yeah.
BTK killer, he walked in,
was
the
that
guy was a boxer.
horrid.
The guy was a boxer, and this guy kicked in his door, and the family, but he thought it was like a setup, and that was the beginning of the BTK killer. He thought they were joking. They were the family, middle of the afternoon.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, oops.
So you're right to have the guns handy, but I'm just saying having them on you is probably more handy if you could just be like, oh my God, look.
No, how about just have one on you, and it's like I said, like your wallet.
Fine,
You
look.
just have it on you.
All right,
It's nice, a small little thing, fits right there under your
Talking about a
shirt.
Sig Sauer, maybe a 380.
I got the Sig 45.
Nice.
Thing's wonderful. An HK 40, and just picked up a Walther 9mm.
Do you know
Oh,
not
that's
one
back to
person?
Yeah.
Not one person
fun.
I've told that to has said that's a good idea. Not one person has said.
but I do understand.
Not one good for you or good for him.
No,
Good for you.
Not one good for him.
Well, you know what we say, better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Right. Anyway, so when the home invasion stories come up, I try to help Anthony out a little bit.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
because a lot
right
of people think he's a bit paranoid, but then you got these stories in the news every day. But this home invader, I don't think you could do anything about.
No?
No, I think this one would get you.
Oh, boy.
Here's the story.
And in Florida, a woman finds a surprise in her kitchen. An 8-foot-long alligator.
Oh! An alligator?
Yeah, it's
Wow, that would suck.
alligators are doing home invasions now in Florida.
That's what they're doing?
Yeah. How would you
Ooh, that
defend
would be-
against that?
Well, I probably wouldn't shoot them.
Well, because you hear, I think what would happen, you would hear a noise. Someone obviously broke into your house, and you're looking around for this.
Oh, you're looking at like
Yeah, you're
eye
looking eye level, and all of a sudden the croc takes your
bites
leg
your
off.
foot off.
Takes your foot.
Oh, wow.
How do you defend against that? And then you got the pain, and now you can't really focus with the gun.
That's
You're in
tough.
deep trouble.
You know what, though? He'd have to come up my stairs.
I
See,
saw
my
a
game
mo-
plan
All
is
right.
to be
But you
upstairs,
don't,
high
you're
ground.
not really fully committed to it. Because
No?
if you're really fully committed to it, what you would do is have, like, one time I saw this movie
Scanners.
that had a bunch of different mirrors, and every time the guy shot, he thought it was you, but it was really the mirror.
Oh, so I need to put
that
mirrors
in
on
your
every
stack.
wall.
No, put, like, fake entrances, and then when the guy comes in, you shoot him, you know? I like the idea, believe me.
I have a game plan. You know, I have a
I believe
game
it.
plan in the house.
Yeah.
Look, all jokes aside, I agree with you. I think that more people should be murdered. And what bothers me about the anti-gun people is they never mention, and this is a big part of it, how many people die, how many people don't get killed and don't get raped because they had a gun and shot
Well,
somebody.
when you're a card-carrying member of the National Rifle Association, like I am, you get a magazine every month,
And they give you the stats?
and they have stories.
Yeah.
They have stories of armed citizens and how they avoided getting killed during the commission of crimes using their guns in their homes, because the news never
You're right, but
prints that.
But Opie's got a good point. Why can't they give you the stats, which would help them? No, they just have crazy stories out of detective magazines.
Right.
I was almost killed and buried alive till I used my Walter B.
It was great. It was.
The stats would help in the long
It
run.
really would.
Let's get the rest of the story on.
Foot-long alligator.
Deputies say
There is no more
69-year-old
to this
Sandra
story.
Frosty called 911 after finding the 200-pound reptile. A trapper came to remove the gator, and
Right.
the animal was cut when a plate fell to the ground during the chaos. No one else was hurt.
Aw.
Deputies say that gator pushed through a screen door before making its way through the living room, down the hall.
Pretended he was
and
selling
into the kitchen.
encyclopedias, and the woman opened the door. And he
Yeah, I guess
snuck in, and he bit her ankles.
Encyclopedias.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, he'd make a-
encyclopedias. That's the one part of that joke you found fault with. My pronunciation.
Well.
What about Joseph Callinger? Remember him in the 60s? He used to work around with his son, and he'd go door to door, and he'd like be fixing things. And him and his son, he'd like kill people, and then he cut off one of his son's penis and put it in a jar, and they'd rape and kill people. It was in suburban Philly.
Wait, him and
Wow.
his son
The
together?
shoemaker.
The shoemaker.
Yeah.
I never heard of him. Him and his son together?
Joe Callinger, yeah. And the other son he didn't like. He fell into disfavor. He cut his penis off and put it in a jar.
Oh.
Did they ever make up after that?
Joe Callinger.
Yeah, right? Oh, Dad, come here.
Look, I owe you an apology. You'll never go for what. You know exactly what it's for.
Hey, switching gears slightly here. Well, More than slightly. We have a priest that went bye-bye. He disappeared.
Yeah, this is such an odd little story.
Have you heard this one yet?
No.
Oh, my God. Listen to this.
This is Reverend Adelir Antonio De Carli, just moments before he set out on an ambitious journey to fly 465 miles using small helium-filled party balloons. The Brazilian priest was looking to break the record for most hours flying balloons. He was hoping to raise money for a spiritual rest stop for truckers. Now, more than a day later, rescue workers are...
A spiritual rest stop for truckers?
That story has so many things in it. You go, wait, what?
Yeah.
Where do you think
It's a glory hole where you can also receive communion.
You're back, Jimmy. You're back. Chicago's going to love you this weekend.
Oh, God.
That's a great line.
That's a great line.
Cool rest stop for truckers. Now, more than a day later, rescue workers are trying to figure out where he is. Port authorities say the last time they heard from him, he was calling to get help using a GPS device that was tracking his coordinates. Fire department officials say they're focusing their search on the southern coast of Brazil. Winds apparently had pushed De Carli about 31 miles off the coast when he last made contact. Pieces of his balloons were also found here. The parish treasurer says she's confident the priest will be found alive. In addition to being an experienced skydiver, she says he also had a floatable seat and a parachute with him.
What? Inspector Gadget.
These guys go like 18 to 20,000 feet in a chair, lifted by balloons.
I've seen those videos. Those are insane.
Years ago, the guy got down because when he wanted to go down, he had a BB gun. He just started shooting balloons until they took him down.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
the
priest kind of disappeared.
Is that what he was in? I thought he was in like a regular hot air balloon.
I think he was in a regular hot air balloon, but he had these other gadgets. It looks like he had a chute to do a little skydiving. What do you know, Danny?
It was not a regular balloon.
Bunch of them, right?
Yeah, he was using like that stereotypical, kid floating away on a bunch of carnival balloons.
Oh, like a lawn chair?
Yeah,
like the lawn chair video?
Like something out of Mythbusters. And it was no basket. It was just pretty much exactly what you said, like a chair with like a harness on it. Oh, my God. And that's all he was using.
He's so dead.
I don't know about that. He's a skydiver, so he might have jumped out,
Just the fact that we're discussing this is asinine, but also, don't you think the minute they go like some other country besides America, you was like, oh, who knows how they do stuff there? It's retarded.
Yeah. We got to go back to guns for a second. We got Ray from Westchester.
Guns.
A lovely lady. Ray, what's up?
Hi, I was just wondering if Anthony's going to get an underwater assault rifle to keep in his pool.
Yeah.
How much do you love her, by the way?
That's a tough one. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do when the pool goes in. When I'm in the
what
pool.
to do.
Underwater assault rifle, like the SEAL teams use.
Yes. Or at least a harpoon, like a harpoon gun.
Oh, like a spear gun.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, then
good. These are all good suggestions.
That makes cleanup a lot easier because you can just pull the person out of your pool.
That's true.
Not to profile, but you don't need to protect yourself in your pool.
Okay. That's true.
Two places you're safe, the pool and the library.
Not known for swimming prowess.
Oh, my God. Hey, we have to take a break. Colin Quinn is here playing Caroline's starting Friday, Saturday,
My
Sunday.
skid is on free. Yeah, I guess I'm not on Thursday like this phony over here.
212-757-4100. I'm guessing you're doing 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, and 1 Sunday.
I like that jaded, but I'm still a pro and going to give the number. Shut up.
I want people to come see you.
I also...
They didn't run you a Good Morning America, you phony.
I know they didn't. They never ran it.
I heard they were getting B-roll for the piece.
I know, but
that's what I heard
was already
yesterday.
there, so why would I do that?
Yeah, he was promoting Caroline.
I think it's
promo for last week.
Oh. What is Steve talking? Somebody said yesterday they were looking for B-roll. But they already did the Carolines.
I don't know why they didn't. I guess they didn't like the piece. But
well, maybe they're looking forward to your next performance there.
Let's tell you something, because the Carolines, what a great place. And they treat us so well over there. I want to thank them. And the food is really good.
Yeah, it is. It was great.
You got Greg Charles to thank.
Yeah.
He's in the office.
He looks like a young Malcolm McDowell. With his hat and his hair and the shape of his nose. He looks like Malcolm McDowell, Clockwork Orange face, except he has facial hair.
Really?
Yep, that's who Greg looks like.
I have a feeling he's a raging alcoholic, too.
You think so?
Why?
What do we know on that? I don't know. Every time I see him.
What do we know on that?
What do we
Get me some info.
Right.
I need some intel.
Aces high with lefty. That's unbelievable.
Such is life.
What's wrong with Colin? Hey, when we get back, maybe your take on the whole Hillary thing. I don't know. Maybe you have
I'd
something.
love to. Why not?
And we got audio because you were coming in today. We have to take care of Colin. We have brand new Scorch audio for you.
It's always, you know.
You want to know what we got?
yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about is you guys being upstaged by some of his topical.
Well, this is what we got for the people out there. Scorch's top names for Food Network shows.
I thought we did that last time.
It's all the same thing. But we didn't. Colin Quinn in studio today playing Caroline's here in New York City. 212-757-4100. There's a lot going on today. There was something else I did want to talk about before we get into the Scorch audio. And also we got the original scene from A Bronx Tale.
Oh.
We got the original scene from A Bronx Tale. I finally took care of my picking problem. I don't think I brought this up in the air that much, but the guys around here completely fed up. Matter of fact, 2 days ago, Anthony walked in just before the show started when we were jamming to Rush, and he was in a bad mood, even though he says he wasn't.
It was for 2 seconds.
Yeah. Hold on a minute.
And Opie has a thing on his right hand, kind of like on the fatty area between the thumb and pointer finger.
Forefinger.
That looks, it was something that was a cut that became a scar.
Oh, I just want to thank Keith the cop. Your real friends come out of the woodwork in the time of need.
Oh.
What were you saying? I was just reading a text.
I was just explaining that where your little cut was that you started to pick at.
Right.
On your hand.
Well, I'll tell you when it started. I banged my hand getting up for the show. You know the deal, Jim.
I bang my hand quite often.
Actually, I'm not. Yeah, you got
that little moment of silence had me a little flustered.
That's a close call.
I knocked over a fan this morning getting ready for the show. Because you're just walking around the dark, confused like a zombie.
Yeah, right.
You
just
really
standing there. Yeah. You're accessible.
So, what was the movie that came out with this helps the story. This is where it'll get people to open their mouths wide and look at the radio. Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn, that dumb comedy. What was it called? Oh, The Breakup.
I'm gay if I watch this.
Well, then guilty as charged.
All right.
Me and my girl went, saw the movie. Whatever, it was okay. It killed a couple hours. It was no big deal.
Yeah.
Then we went and had sushi, and I had a little scab.
Sushi.
I remember where the day this began. I had a little scab and went pick and just picked it off my hand.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago did that movie come out? Because I've been picking ever since this same area.
Done right there. One pick.
Right.
End of story.
So it got to the point where Anthony walks in 2 days ago and he goes, "Will you just?" What do you say exactly?
I said, "Stop picking that."
He just finally had it. Like other things that we didn't bring to to their attention out there in Radio Land. Kenny would bring me Band-Aids every day. I would try everything. He would give me a Band-Aid to cover up the area.
You'd scratch through the Band-Aid.
I would scratch through the Band-Aid and get back at it. I tried putting like glue and stuff around it, so I would at least pick the glue before I get back to the scab. It was just a complete nightmare. My family is known for being pickers. We all will pick.
Yeah.
But I thought I was all right with that, except for this dumb thing on my hand, right? So I went to the skin doctor yesterday to get...
How's the sore doing in your nose?
Oh. Look, man, I'm having a bad morning, man.
Just trying to bring a little levity to the day.
We could talk about my nose picking on another day. I'll go on. I'll throw myself under the bus for that one, no problem. I didn't even realize you guys knew on that one.
We all have our crosses to bear.
It's a dry nose. But anyway, because now people are going to... No, whatever. It's been many years. So I went to the skin doctor to get my skin checked. I do it every year because my mom had skin cancer, blah, blah, blah. And stupid Tom Chiusano, got us all paranoid with skin cancer. But God bless him because now I'm taking it seriously,
That's
right?
good, yeah.
So I went to the skin doctor for my regular checkup yesterday, and I finally said, look, I'm picking my hand for well over a year and a half at this point. And she looks at it, she goes, well, you haven't really done any damage. It's completely healed. What's going on is there's a lot of scar tissue, which is a lot thicker, and you're just digging away at that scar tissue over and over again. Ooh. She goes, I'll solve that. I'm like, really? She goes, yeah. She hands me a stress ball, and she goes, hold on. She pulls out a needle.
Oh.
Pulls out a needle.
So it's going to be a meat cleaver and cut your hand off.
Yes, I wish. She brought in a psychologist.
So she pulls out a needle and she starts poking it with steroids.
Uh-oh.
I guess that'll soften up the tissue so you don't touch it anymore. But after feeling these needles, especially because I got another one on my pinky that I've been going at.
Your pinky knuckle.
Pinky knuckle that I've been doing for since November. So there's 2 of them, really.
Is that how you tell time? Is that like your calendar?
yeah.
Let me look at oh, it has been 11 months. It's a reminder. Yes. 4th of July, I got someone's birthday coming up.
You told me that 4 scars ago.
So getting a needle right into your pinky knuckle will stop you from touching your hands. I am here to say that today.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
She goes, yeah. And then she goes, yeah, there's a lot of nerve endings in that area. I'm like, well, maybe we should have numbed the area before you decided to do this. So I haven't picked in about 12. It's like AA. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. But
why is it?
I haven't picked in 12 hours. I'm going to, hopefully
That's
do the
great. At
right
least you
thing.
got to the root cause.
Okay, you're talking, Colin. You're talking.
Your picking is the equivalent of my guns.
Right. Oh, we got problems on the show. I mean, I'll be the
We'll have our issues.
But, it's your fingers, your guns, and my genitals. Just 3 dysfunctional nothings.
With our little addictions and problems.
Like 3 chimps.
Oh, we got horrid.
We got the OCD in my family there, Colin.
Yeah, I have a little bit of that kind of stuff too.
But I got the easy one. My mom is suffering bad with the OCD. Her thing is like horrendous. Without getting into it, if it means me picking every once in a while, so be it. Compared to what she's dealing with, woohoo!
Yeah, we get a little bit of that stuff too. And I think I must have like ADHD or something. I forget what I have, but somebody.
No,
if you forget.
They say everyone has a little taste of the OCD.
I think you have Alzheimer's.
What's ADHD?
You know, that's not funny because one time I was on a show and they were making fun of Charlton. Oh, that was you.
So anyway, hopefully the picking's over.
Wait, what is ADHD?
I don't know, but I heard I had it for a doctor.
It's like attention deficit disorder with an H thrown in. I don't know what the H is for.
I think that's right.
That's the H.
I don't like the fact that you were about to confront it. Like, wait, what is it? Like you were going to.
Like he cares about your well-being.
Shh, look it up. Anyway,
and $1,500 later, by the way.
And yeah, but that's also the stress point. She just did not. What she did was killed. That's a real important stress point. She just destroyed your nerves in that area. You can never relax again. Really,
it's all right. I'm just gonna make it into a tattoo or something.
And isn't it funny that speaking of his guns and Jim's genitals, it's all that same area he used to pull a trigger and also.
All right,
hand. But then again, it could be anything in life that you use that hand for.
That's right.
Here we go.
I like the fact that Opie goes, all right. Why? I'm trying to have a little metaphorical moment. Opie.
Eating, drinking.
I gotta move on. We got a lot of good material here.
Fine.
I mean, we could.
All right.
Fine.
Because we don't really want to know what you think when it comes to our little foibles.
Why?
Because you'll get us all depressed. We know we got our issues.
So we all do.
I pick. Anthony buys a gun every other day. And
every other day. I was actually thinking of picking one up today.
And Jimmy has insomnia. So,
Jim has insomnia?
He has a new character that the message board is loving. And what is it called? They're calling it something like Jim the Insomniac or Insomnia Jimmy Rules.
I hadn't slept I was up for almost 48 hours. I just couldn't. I would lay in bed and just stare. So I would just get up and writing to be productive. And I finally napped yesterday and slept last night. But it was 2 days without. It was awful.
It sounds like a good character, though. What does that have to do with the character? He led you in to tell me about Insomnia Jimmy.
I have to tell you, I had to set up Insomnia Jimmy because the character, I was just very silly. I get very silly when I'm overtired.
Ah.
And the reason, Colin, I'm trying to move on is because we got the original scene from A Bronx Tale.
I know. I want to see it.
All right.
So hear it.
Do we have to play Voss's again or no?
Well, I would love to hear Voss's again. It doesn't matter to me. I could hear that 1,000 times.
Can we hear the real one first?
The real one?
Yeah, let's hear the real one.
It's slightly different, obviously, but you'll get the point.
Sonny is Johnny. The script was changed.
And I think the words are a little different in places. The original clip from A Bronx Tale that Voss redid with Chaz a couple months ago.
Louie! My grandmother's sick. I gotta get out of here. I'll talk to you later. I can't. I gotta go do something. Where's my money? Dead when I catch you, you piece of Hey, come here.
What's the matter?
This guy Louie Dumps over here, he owes me $20. It's been 2 weeks now, and every time he sees me, he keeps dodging me.
Yeah.
He's becoming a real pain in the ass. I mean, should I crack him one or what?
What's the matter with you? What have I been telling you? Sometimes hurting somebody ain't the answer. First of all, is he a good friend of yours?
Nah, I don't even like him.
You don't even like him. Well, there's your answer right there. Look at it this way. It costs you $20 to get rid of him. Right? He's never going to bother you again. He's never going to ask you for money again. He's out of your life for $20. You got off cheap. Forget it.
You're always right. You're always right.
Yeah, I'm always right. Come on. You worried about Louis dumps. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
The first thing you notice, Chaz, smooth, like, like when he came in and did that cold a couple months ago. I know it's his piece and all, but like it was yesterday.
It's just
he did it like
that.
it was yesterday.
Yep.
He was talking. Two
Right,
people talking.
right.
Yeah.
And now you got the Voss version.
Louis, beans, I want my money.
That right there is the best.
Louis
Beans.
Rewind, man.
Louis Beans.
He doesn't even. He can't even do a person yelling to another person.
No.
He can't even do a gambler, which he is. And I'm talking.
Beans.
The original is just smooth.
Oh,
No
God.
seams.
Louis, beans, I want my money. Beans, you can't dodge me forever.
Come on, what are you doing about? What are you yelling about, huh?
John, I got a problem with this guy over here. Louis Beans. This guy owes me 20.
I got a problem with this guy over here. Louis Beans.
I want to ask Colin Quinn what he thinks.
I guarantee that Chaz was like talking later to his friends and he's trying to relate. He's like, yeah, they have this guy. I guess he's like the show Jerko. And they bring him in. I do a scene with him. That was it.
Yeah, he's a retard, I think. He's retarded.
They laugh at him. He's got like helmet head.
I think it was a Make-A-Wish Foundation thing that they were doing. They're charitable.
Louis Beans.
Louis Beans.
Louis Beans?
Louis Beans.
He's like doing a Meisner exercise. Louis Beans, Louis Beans.
Louis Beans.
I got a problem with this guy over here. Louis Beans. Louis Beans. 20, and it's been 2 weeks now, and every time he sees me, he keeps dodging me. Should I crack him one or what?
Come on, listen.
He wants his Girl Scout cookies.
Sometimes balance is not.
Shut
the
up.
answer. Is he a good friend of yours?
No, John, I don't even like this guy.
Well, there's your answer right there. Hey, look at it this way. It costs you $20 to get rid of him, right? He's never going to ask you for money again. He's never going to bother you again, right? He's out of your life for $20, so forget about it.
Look, you're right, John. You're always right.
Why are you always right?
You're right, John. You're always right.
That's what he says to Bonnie. You're right, Bonnie. You're always
Always right.
I should have got into the alternative scene instead of hanging out with these losers.
You're right, Bonnie. You're always right.
But did
Except
you
for the
even-
time you said I do.
He can't even sigh, honestly.
No.
But do you hear the mucus build up at the beginning of every line? Before he gets to the spittle, is a mucus buildup.
Oh, yeah.
Louis.
And then when he gets to John, when he says John, that J is just, it sounds like he's saying it underwater.
You should have made them face each other so he'd spit in Chaz's face during the scene and Chaz would crack him.
It's like he had to act in the middle of gargling. Louis Beans? You know Louis Beans?
Yeah. Louis Beans.
Louis Beans, I want my money.
The guy's name is Louis Beans.
Louis Beans. Two guys.
Right.
Greg, Hughes, Jim, Norton, come here.
Oh, he's a bad actor.
You should bring him in to do like all kinds of scenes from that movie.
I couldn't agree more. From a lot of movies with different people.
Different guys. We got any actors out there
Yeah.
want to help us out, like from real movies?
Oh, that'd be great.
He's got the chops for it.
Because this is a solid
yeah.
bit that we got to continue. All right.
Love
Do we have
What
to?
a brilliant bit. That
Oh, what do you
was.
think of the you don't really care about the Hillary Obama thing, right? It's just rehashing the same crap.
What the hell kind of intro was that? Let's go into Scorch.
See, that's what I was getting at. I was going to go down that road, and I'm thinking it's going to be who gives a crap stuff, man. She won Pennsylvania. She was supposed to win Pennsylvania.
Right.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah. You know, the brothers are pitching a fit this morning, but that's what happens.
We lost. They must have miscounted or something.
Well, what's next? What does she have to win next? Anybody know?
Indiana.
Let me think of the song.
2 weeks.
Pennsylvania, Indiana. We're gonna do it.
You want
What's that from?
No.
Vernon Shirley?
Yeah.
God.
Oh, well. You,
Oh God.
Oh, I heard this
Bad
this morning,
Hillary
I heard.
song.
you heard it. You
Yeah.
sure?
Oh, it's so horrid.
I heard it.
You sure you heard
I tell
it?
you. Oh, but sometimes I put, like last week, if I wake up at like 6:30 in the morning, just put on the show for a few minutes and I fall back asleep. Last week I put on literally one thing. Some dumbass calls in and goes, well, why don't you have Colin push Jerry's car? And I hear Anthony explain, oh yeah, when Colin pushed Jerry's car, and Norton, and I wish I could have goes, ha ha, With like the meanest little spiteful. I wanted to get up again and come in again. I was so mad I wanted to come in. I was fuming. Ha ha.
We missed the days where you would just come strolling in.
Yeah.
Because we said something. Next thing you know, the door opens and your hair is askew. And you're pretty much wearing your bathrobe still just to confront whoever's talking bad about you on the show.
Yeah, only Colin.
You live too close to the studio.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we gotta like move you out somewhere else.
Do you hear the listener that had the good little joke about the Pope Mobile breaking down and you coming out?
That's the line?
I just happened to call.
Yeah.
But if you can get that and isolate Jim's cruel little mean little laugh.
Cruel.
I really wanted to come in and punch him in his face so badly. That's exactly what happened. It was early in the morning. I just listen to the show before I fall back asleep, a few minutes.
Sure.
Oh, it made me livid.
I
was livid.
Why don't we do a little fun story before the break? Well,
Yes.
the news likes to do this. We're taking our cues from the news today. Here's a fun little story to keep make everyone a little happy today.
Well, who says dominoes are just for kids? In Istanbul, they're for adults. More specifically, adults who want to break records. A group of 15 people worked together for 9 days to set up this 165,000 domino landscape. It's meant to be Istanbul's. It was part of Turkey's celebration of Children's Day.
It was part of Turkey's celebration of the Dominican Republic. Who says dominoes are just for kids? Nobody in the Bronx, from what I remember.
No. Dominoes.
I love you, the domino.
Dominoes.
If you take the bike path, it goes along the Hudson River, and you go a bit too far north.
Yeah,
man, you want to see dominoes going down. And
it's heavy dominoes,
and it's not the kids playing.
No, it's
and they're
not.
not playing for fun either, man.
They're playing for a few dollars.
They got some bucks on the game.
Sure.
Yeah.
They got their card tables set up all over this one park up there, and they're dominoing.
Oh, yeah.
their,
And they got,
their asses off, and they got some of that rap / Hispanic music playing.
Oh, yeah?
What is it called?
Rigatoni.
Rigatoni.
Great stuff with a little sauce.
And these guys, they set up their car speakers like massive speakers.
Sure.
One car over here, one car over there, and man, what comes out of those speakers?
You got out of there alive?
And it's a radio station that's broadcasting that here in New York.
But then they always,
Reggaeton, right? Or something like that?
Yeah.
Reggaeton.
Yeah.
Huh?
So go ahead.
Reggaeton? Whatever. So dominoes isn't just for kids. It was just a little...
It is certainly not it's a contact sport.
Domino landscape. It's meant to be Istanbul's. It was part of Turkey's celebration of Children's Day. This domino display broke the Turkish record.
Oof.
Well, there you go.
That's the most unimportant record I've ever heard.
The dominoes record in Turkey. I am Turkish. It always reminds me of Midnight Express.
Oh, yeah. Turkey.
Really eyes. The record
Turkish
was broken
prison.
when a fat man's head was cracked against a coat
Hit
hanger.
a coat hook.
You know what, dude? That's sing.
You're right. Bobby could play that part.
Of course he could.
Oh, yeah.
Of course he could.
His shape and his sexuality.
Or the two little children, little fat kids. He's just walking down the street after he beats some poor bastard's feet with a cane.
Yeah.
Oh, what a cruel guy he was. He got his comeuppance.
Sounds like a real character. You ever see in Monsters Ball? And she's telling a story right before her and Billy Bob go at it. She goes, and then you do this. She goes, sounds like a real character. You have a Billy Bob in here? You should have him in Voice to a Scene.
We'd love to.
Best sex scene ever, though, from that movie.
Oh,
Monsters
I
Ball.
agree.
Oh, my God.
That was good.
She just needs it.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, she starts yelling some filthy
Wow.
things,
Is that
doesn't
after
she?
Patrice got run over?
Better sex scene in a mainstream movie. We've done this bit many times.
Mainstream.
No, that was an amazing.
That
right.
was
She
probably
really-
the best sex scene in regular movie history.
And don't say 9.5 weeks.
No,
That's the
with
most overrated
with the food
effing
crap.
sex scene. Keep the food out of it.
I agree.
But then,
Dude!
I would say, what about
Dude!
what about what about grumpier old men? And Margaret needs it.
Ugh. Effing Colin's on, man. Caroline, this weekend with Colin Quinn, 212-757-4100. Yes?
The swimming pool.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
what was that?
I don't know, but Opie turned me on to this movie, and he was talking about it for a while. This is a while ago.
I don't even know who
few
turned
years
me
ago.
on to it, but it's a movie from 2003.
Yeah, it's called Swimming Pool. So Opie tells me about this, and I noticed one day it's on cable. So I turned it on, and I had to call Opie up during this movie and just go, oh, my God, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
I forgot all about it.
The movie sucks, but this chick that's in it is naked half the time.
She is really hot. Basically, the
and
story
really
goes,
hot, yeah.
She goes to live with her aunt or an older relative in the middle of nowhere in France or something, and she has a swimming pool. And this older woman, she's like a writer, and she's there trying to write her latest novel.
Yeah, get rid of her writer's block.
And her young, whether it's a niece or whatever, is just a nymph, just effing like all day and all night as this woman's trying to write her novel. And she's getting turned on by the noises that are coming from the other room. And she's taking a peek at her while she's sunbathing next to the pool.
Look
it's
at
just crazy stuff.
There's
man.
a scene that E-Rock has put up over there.
Yeah.
But see, that's the old hag, though.
And then the old hag gets naked by the end of the movie.
Ugh. Oh my God! And it looks like she's got the black sheep of the family in her lap.
And she finally gets some action from the gardener or something. I don't know, but
put up a still of that
I'll
girl.
tell you what I liked. It was like that too. That movie with the sirens. You ever see that one with Elle McPherson, all the naked girls on the?
Look at that.
Oh yeah, she is pretty amazing.
First Wives Club.
Oh yeah, they let those guys have it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't they? Those sassy girls, ladies.
I guess they
come
showed.
on,
Jimmy. Look at that.
Where?
Look at that. Oh my God. Because like the girl's like all innocent, and the lady's by the pool just trying to get some work done, and all of a sudden she comes over to her all topless just to talk to her about life and
Is there any
stuff.
lesbian sex? Like the old
I
school
don't
line?
remember. I haven't seen this.
I think it's the undercurrent that's very exciting.
This came out in 2003. It got actually really good reviews for like one of those art films.
Yeah, look at
but
this.
That's not why people look
You
at
know
this.
it's a sexy
she
movie?
poked out of the pool at night to take care of a guy who just happens to be sitting on the
The
other
guy's sitting on the edge of the pool, and she just swims up.
And that's what kind of made the movie is this old broad just taking a look at all this craziness this young girl's up
she's
to.
just watching this young hose bag.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why we like it, because you don't have to do anything. You can just be like, okay.
Look at that,
watch
Jim.
it. You know, it's a sexy movie. You ever see Failure to Launch? It's funny, but it's also
Failure to Launch.
What's that?
Well, it's a movie where Sarah Jessica Parker gets hired by the parents to get her son out of the house because he won't leave. He loves living at home with his friends. He's sort of like, in many ways, a glorified child. They have fun. They go like, oh my God.
You love awful movies, Colin.
I really do.
adores awful.
I watch all those horrible. Rumor has it, you ever see that? DePaulo turned me on to that one.
How is it?
It's so bad. I can't believe even when Opie was talking about that breakup movie, that's on the upper end. I've seen that movie.
Right.
It's on the upper end of those movies. It's not as bad as most of them. But even in that movie, they have a ridiculous. He's like a tour guide of Chicago.
I auditioned for that movie.
Oh, for what?
Not the Vince Vaughn part.
No. That's right, you did. Yeah. We do have to take a break. Colin, Caroline's this weekend starting Friday, 212-757-4100. I highly recommend you go
Oh, now while tickets available.
Now that Colin has taken care of his issues, I highly recommend you go see Colin
My
at
issues are
Caroline's.
taken care of, hopefully.
I would plug Chicago, but 2 sold-out shows.
Yeah,
Why
you
mention
know.
it?
Oh, come on. Where are you?
He doesn't need to stay. He only says when he needs a little help ski.
May 2nd, Pittsburgh. I need some help ski.
There you go.
Man, it's Pittsburgh. That's what they call it there. Helpsky, those Polacks. Sorry.
In honor of Colin being here, we got Scorch audio just for you, my friend.
Yay,
Just for
Scorch,
you.
Scorch.
And you got to explain why you love Scorch so much again, because I love your take on the Scorch. But after the break, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony and the great Colin Quinn.
Sometimes I wish the fans could hear what we say on the breaks. That's even crazier.
We got to tape that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Jim Norton's here today, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a
Mr.
regular.
Chicago.
Mr. Chicago's here.
Don't talk to him. It'll end up on his radio show. Don't let him.
I just always say that Jim might end up in his book, in his blog.
Oh, I love when that happens. For anyone listening, whenever I'm hanging out with you somewhere, and you say, "Hey, I better watch out. This is going to end up on your radio show." It won't. It's not.
Never
It
good.
wasn't funny or entertaining.
Not only that, but you're still keeping secrets about where you go on the weekends, if I remember correctly from last
Oh,
time.
really?
Yeah.
Do I?
It's a little more open now.
I'm not that much of an open book.
What did you do, go to Erie, PA and then switch lights?
Erie, PA.
Good old Erie.
What are you, in junior high? You making kissing noises? Colin's hysterical, man.
Oh, Anthony.
Ooh, what am I supposed to go, stop?
Anthony is a friend of mine. He resembles Frankenstein.
Hey, when he goes out on a date. I was like, fight. Well, okay. But we all know it.
Suffice to say, the ending is one turns red and one drops dead.
And then, of course, there's eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh, yes.
Who are we catching by the toe? Well, figure it out.
I can't believe Hillary said that last night after a victory. It's one thing to win, but to gloat like that.
In that fashion. It's a little racist.
Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. Stephen S. Gets credit. The rundowns have been hysterical lately. He's been smashing the hell out of you guys. Good. You can read the rundowns on ondaradio.com.
Imagine if, because I have not read the rundown.
They're great.
They're
really,
probably
really funny.
Probably a week and a half. And how funny it would be if he just really was bashing us. Not even in a fun or sarcastic way, but just harshly beating up on us.
After all the things we've said about him, I wouldn't blame him.
I wouldn't either.
Scorch.
Yeah,
Scorch.
Colin loves this guy, Scorch.
Well,
just a little back
funny.
history really fast. Ed and I, back in the day when we were working in Worcester, we worked at the same radio station as Scorch. There was something about him. We loved the guy from the first day we met him. And he would come in with a boom box and he would set up his kingdom of nakedness. Even though he didn't get naked or anything, but he had the illusion that he did naked radio and
radio.
He just had this everything was like radio. It was like a weird, like, you know what I mean? Like,
he just had a way about him, man. He was really, really into his kingdom of nakedness. Totally nude radio.
Totally nude. Naked militia.
And then poor Sam started interning with us. Young Sam.
Yeah.
Really wanted to get into radio. And then we found out that he was going to Syracuse University, right? Syracuse? And I go, wow, we got an old friend that does radio up there. His name's Scorch. So we basically forced young Sam onto Scorch, right?
That's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's never been the same, Sam.
And then Sam did like his internship up there while he was at school, and then a gig opened up here, and here's young Sam waiting for the show.
Does Colin know about Scorch's color of the day?
Oh, the new
color and number of the day?
I think I don't remember.
This was where Scorch would just give out the color of the day. It'd be like, all right, color and the number. Like, all right, today we're looking at brown 17.
Oh.
But there would be nothing else to it.
But it's like a unifying theme for the Scorch listeners.
Yeah, because then they would know, and he said people would look forward to the next day to see what the color was.
That part I can't believe.
No, who could?
And you're sitting there waiting for the sarcasm or something, and it never happens.
No.
We got the actual bit. It's 20 seconds.
We got to do this for ya.
I'm going to guess blue 43.
All right. Good
Today
guess.
the color is what they say here, working man's brown. It must be working man's brown. The number is 5, so it is working man brown and 5.
What does that mean? What does it even
But I'll tell you,
mean?
he brings up some good points. Like, I was thinking about all these crazy cooking shows. You know, there's just too many cooking shows. I mean, I'm sick of them.
You know, the brothers in Philly have a brilliant thing they do. I saw on the show with color of the day. They'll have a color of the day, and they all, guys in the neighborhood, all wear the same color shirt and like white shirt and jeans. This way, there's a problem with the cops looking for a young male in a blue shirt and jeans.
Oh.
150 guys. With
Is
blue
that real?
shirt. Oh, yeah. I saw it on a police show. And I thought, how brilliant
Very interesting.
is that? So
Are the O&A pests listening? To all the O&A pests. What's tomorrow's color?
It's a pretty good idea.
Let's make them have to wear a really awful color like pink.
Fuchsia.
Right.
Periwinkle.
Periwinkle and pink.
Periwinkle.
All O&A pests have to wear periwinkle and pink tomorrow.
You're going to get sued by Scorch.
Right, yeah.
You ripping me off. Hoo-hoo.
I bet you there's a lot of people in the Syracuse area playing the Scorch numbers now.
Yeah.
They probably have they probably betting and back alleys and back rooms and stuff waiting for the color and the number.
Yeah, but now he's going to say 5. He's going to name a Colin.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So we got brand new Scorch stuff. It's Scorch's top names for Food Network shows.
Really?
Ooh. Yeah.
There are a lot of those shows. I'd love to see some, well, I think these are the top rejected shows, by the way, if Sam's correct when I was talking to Sam before. Shows that couldn't make it because
Yeah, a little too racy.
Reason will be obvious.
Here's the great Scorch.
We're going to talk about shows that I came up with for the Food Network. Some of these shows I don't think they would like to have. Some of them I think really have a chance to make it. Tell me what you think. For instance, the Chef Lollipop show. You know what I mean? The Chef Lollipop making show. And it's called, that is a great cook sucker. You know?
Whoa.
That might
You
not
allowed to say that?
Wait.
That might not.
What's a cook?
Well, a lollipop, you suck on it.
Yeah, but a cook
cooking show.
sucker.
I don't get
the
it.
cook made the sucker.
The cook made it.
Yeah, it's like a.
But wouldn't that be a cook's sucker?
Yes, or a cook. They'd probably call it a cook's lollipop.
Right.
No one calls a lollipop
a sucker.
Don't be jealous. Usually, when the guys wouldn't have the guts to do that terrestrial. What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
Show. And it's called, that is a great cook sucker. You know, that might not really have time to make it. That might not be the
I agree
easiest
with
one
him.
to get through the censors. The cook sucker one,
Nope.
you know.
Don't go there.
The cook sucker. He
knows
how
get
to.
it.
He knows how to sell it, though.
I like that one.
Huh?
I like that one.
You like that one?
Yeah.
How about this? I was going to have a show based on soups, but the soups weren't made from meat. They were made from, the muscles and the tendons and the bones, and the show is going to be called I Want to Bone You.
Oh.
Wait a minute. I want to bone you with the bones.
There's bones in the soup. It's not meat, but bones.
Just bones in the soup.
Yeah.
And
the funniest part of the whole thing is you guys making poor Sam go up and intern for him.
Yeah.
What a nightmare.
Why is soup involved with boning you? Why can't it just be I'll take the meat off and serve bones? Where does
the whole thing is horrendous.
But I want to know
Why
why
are you
soup
picking
is
that part?
Yeah, yeah.
How about we start with the concept?
Like the expression soup to bones.
Like basically you're saying I accept the concept of the bit, but now we gotta pick it apart.
Right.
But he's right though about cook sucker. Like that would never go. He is actually a legitimate point.
Oh, is that what he's doing? Proving a point?
You know what? Some of the shows I would be surprised if it did go these days.
Guys,
Colin,
You watch The Bachelor.
Stephen S. from Bayshore writes, you guys should have the
Opie's like, this is problematic.
Uh-oh.
Well, we should have the colored of the day.
Oh, I got you.
But then he said we should have done that during Black History Month. That's Stephen S. from Bayshore with that witty line.
Bone you. Come on, how can you beat I Want to Bone You,
Oh, God.
And this one really could have the chance to make it. This one is a barbecue show where the girls are just wearing bikinis and thongs and next to nothing. And the show is called Grills Gone Wild. Come on. That is a winner right
That's a
there.
good one.
Come on, that is a winner right there.
This is crazy.
Scorch knows what he's got in front of him.
Yo, does
Yes,
he?
exactly. You know
A
what he
big
has?
steaming pile of nagel.
Oh, I was going to go radio nagel.
He doesn't
What he
even
has-
look up and laugh.
Iraq's texting.
Iraq.
He hates that.
Let's ask him on air. I want to know what this bit's about
He
because I
does
like.
not like this a bit at all.
What is this bit, Iraq?
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Well, aren't you
Paying attention to
Aren't you above the fray?
He's not even paying attention.
He didn't want to hear.
How do we expect the listeners to pay attention if the guy 7 feet to my left isn't paying attention?
Iraq, what about that?
I don't know. It's not my bit. Ask Sam what that bit's about.
Sam, comment?
You know, it was a throwaway line at the time that I regret because I feel like it's gone wild and hurt people's feelings.
Throwaway line that was repeated over and over and over.
I know. They just repeated it after I threw it out there.
See, Colin, quickly to bring you up to speed. Around the office now, well, just for a little fun, off the air. Whenever you refer to crap, instead of saying the S word, that is that, you say Nagel, which is Iraq's last name. So you go, oh my God, I stepped in some Nagel yesterday and I had to scrape it off my shoe. And he hates it.
Of course he does. The Nagels have a long and proud history and being destroyed in 1 month here on the show. They arrived from Eastern Russia during the first, pogroms of the early 20th century.
I love that you said a long and proud history.
So, Iraq, what happens? That bit just bugs you? It gets you a little bit?
Not one of my favorite, no.
Iraq, you got to fight back.
Which one's favorite, Mayo?
little fighting back.
Exactly.
All right, Scorch continues.
The Boys of Simmer. You know what I mean? You want to just make
Oh, God! You can't just have the clean... You can't arbitrarily set up the list and you have these filthy Cook, Sluker, and then have it fill up with the Boys of Simmer.
Yeah, the
Take an
Boys of
attitude.
Simmer.
It sounds like Boys of Summer.
Oh.
That actually does make sense.
Yeah, but if he did those first and then he got to the dirty ones later, he can't just throw him randomly. He's so idiot.
Why are you trying to fix this bit? It's
I just think of him brainstorming this and thinking, let me think. The simmer. All right. First, he started with cooking words, is what he started with. Okay, cook, simmer, soup, and then just went through. It's like, okay,
Yeah, right.
simmer, Summer, boys of simmer. I got one.
Colin, when you were getting like great comedians for your tough crowd, why not Scorch?
If I thought, I mean, does he do stand up too? We were only using like Kez doing stand up, but I mean,
he could do stand up. He could do it all.
He probably used to do stand up.
That's your official reason why you never invited us on the show, because we didn't.
I
do
did
stand
invite
up?
you guys on. I believe
You did?
many times. Yes.
Couldn't come because of the no. Couldn't
Oh,
talk.
really? This whole time I thought that you just didn't
What are
want
you
us on the
crazy?
show.
What are you guys on all the time?
Actually, if you didn't you have Stalker Patty on?
Yes.
All right. So
Chums instead of Friends. That was the show. They did a parody. of Friends.
Chums. Right. Here's more cooking shows.
Simmer lovin'.
Patty was great. Where was Patty?
Simmer lovin'. Ask me to dance. Simmer lovin'.
Patty's now working for Ron and Fez, so.
Ow.
She's parlayed.
Oh my God.
Her success into a gig with Ron.
I'm on multiple shows now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to just make like other sauteed sauces and things like that? The Boys of Simmer. Come on, how are you going to beat that? You know, you can't touch it. Here's another one. If for a saute person, how about Saute Day Night Fever?
Oh, no.
No, he didn't say that.
But if he at least set it up first with like, hey, how about a show with Brooklyn with dancing? But he doesn't. All the other ones got a big setup. That one he just goes into.
Saute Night Fever.
Because it's sauteing in the show.
Hey, you always touch my pasta. Stop touching my pasta.
Gonna saute.
You happy now? See? Now you're a cannoli. This when I feel good. This when I'm cooking down at the restaurant. Saute night. What the hell is that?
Saute day night.
Oh, saute day. It isn't even like just saute.
But can't you play?
It's brilliant in its stupidity. You got to give him that much.
But can't you leave that song on and make him do Dice Clay and Scorch in a scene from Saturday Night Fever?
That would be a lot of elements there, Colin.
Hey, come back over here. Stop dancing on the bridge. You're going to hurt yourself. Get over here. Yeah, look, I'm dancing, Tony. Yeah. You didn't call me. You didn't call me, Tony. Hey, look. I'm sorry. I borrowed your car and I said I was going to call you. And I didn't. I hurt my knee, dude.
Anthony's overheating because of you, Colin. Too many elements in the bit. What are you, crazy? He even got Anthony never gets confused. He started as Travolta and went into Dice.
And then it was Andrew Dice Kelly at the end.
Little Andrew Dice Kelly. Andrew Dice Kelly.
All right, well, according to Sam, Scorch brings it home in a big way with his final part of the bit here.
Yeah, he knows how to close it.
All right.
And the best one of all was one where it was
tells
gonna
you what the
be,
best
and
one of
I'm not
all.
into seeing men, undressing you or anything like that.
All right,
But
Scorch,
this was
we know
going
that.
to be a show with some of the best-looking men in the world, and it was going to be meant specifically for women. And the show was going to be called, excuse me, Your Fry is Open. See, all these shows, actually I can't say all of them. Some of them might not make it because of the title. But you know what? Grill's Gone Wild? Come on, how can you beat that? A show with scantily clad women barbecuing food? Guys, you have to agree with me. Something like that
Do I have
would
to?
definitely be PFG.
Oh, yeah. His new show is called PFG.
That's what it is. It's Scorch PFG.
PFG.
Which means the P and the G is pretty good. Great. Sorry, I just remembered. Pretty great. And you could, just imagine with the...
Oh,
the
yes. Don't go there. I get it.
PFG. Pretty effing glad we're not doing that type of radio.
Although he's got
God
be
awful,
something
the
funny
juicy
about
thing.
your gals in bikinis on that sauteing show. Grill's Gone Wild.
We should take some of these ideas and just run with it.
You really, what you should do? Actually,
Just set up a grill and
start a real
studio.
show. Yeah.
Right. Hey, that was my idea. What the F? He gets a job though, man. He gets fired every 6 months, and there's another station waiting for him, man. Right?
Yeah, just a couple markets below the.
I can't even keep track of all the stations he's worked for since we moved on. And he got one of the greatest firings ever. The PD actually told him he was pizza.
Yeah.
And the PD was looking for hamburger.
Yeah.
That just kills me. That's how I think about it.
It's not that, pizza isn't good. People love pizza, but...
Scorch sat us down his last day at the station. Oh, guys, just got fired. And explained the whole story, how Dave Dickless sits him down and goes, I'm looking for a hamburger. around here, and you're
pizza.
You're pizza. Pizza's a good food.
Pizza's good. People love pizza. But we're looking for hamburger.
Meanwhile, there's like no distinction if you're going to mention like a food, pizza and hamburger in the same category.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
Idiot.
like... Yeah, it's a stupid analogy to make.
Yeah.
But Dave was stupid.
On so many levels.
We're going to play pizza or hamburger today. Pizza or hamburger. Call up. Tell me what you'd rather have.
I'll tell you what I'd like to do. Go home and watch that movie, The Pool. What's it called?
Swimming pool.
Colin, write it down. Let me write this out for you, because you're going to get all confused, and you're going to see some dumb movie that's not...
Oh, that's where you're wrong. Y'all watch The Swimmer with Burt Lancaster. Remember that movie?
Oh, God. I'm swimming through people's backyards. Why?
Swimming pool.
Why?
From swimming
that
pool?
That movie stunk. I watched it as a kid, and I just thought I was too young to get it. And then I watched it when I got older and was like, no, it's just a stupid movie.
2002, because I think this was a remake. Believe it or not, they had to remake this movie, Swimming Pool, from 2002, 2003.
Sorry, William Shatner.
Okay.
Believe it, that's not the first name that came to mind.
No.
That's the second name that came to mind.
I think you had Tommy Lee on the tip of your tongue.
There you go.
All right, we got to get out of here. Colin Quinn, it's always a pleasure. You got Caroline's this weekend, 212-757-4100 starting Friday night. Right? Anything else?
Jimmy Jackson.
Jimmy Jackson.
Jimmy Jackson.
See, yeah, Colin's obsessed with Aunt's old family member there,
my
Jimmy
childhood.
Jackson.
Well, he was just a friend of the family.
Friend of the family, I should say. Jimmy Jackson.
I used
You
to
love
run
Jimmy
his-
Jackson stories?
Run his rent string.
Yeah. My favorite Jimmy Jackson story was him trying to sell the dead horse.
The dead horse. My favorite is him riding the drunk in the chariot down the street, and the horse ran between two parked cars, and the chariot couldn't fit. So it just wiped out two cars.
But the best was he convinced someone to buy a dead horse. He was able to show that the horse was still alive, even though it was as dead as dead is.
Yeah, he said he had to tranquilize it because it was so full of spirit.
Right. How great is that?
Jimmy Jackson rules.
All right, remind us. We got to do Jimmy Jackson stories on the next Opie and Anthony show. Colin, thank you so much.
Colin, always a pleasure.
Gave us a nice little boost of energy today.
Thanks.
Sorry I got serious there for a moment.
Oh.
Most of you guys can't handle serious. I noticed that about you.
No.
All right.
Make a joke.
F off. We'll see you guys soon.